Let us go into prayer. As we breathe in this moment, just take a nice deep breath, knowing that with each breath, it is simply the universe breathing itself as me. And I know that right here and right now, that the fullness of God in its totality is right where I am. I know this totality, this fullness of God as good. I know it as love. I know it as peace and prosperity and abundance and joy and oneness and order and power and all of these things. Yet I know it as no thing. I know it simply as the source that it's creating out of itself every minute, every second of every day. And I know that this source only creates what is like itself, only what it knows. I know that I too am an individualized expression of this source, and that God is in, through, and as me right here and right now. And as I know this to be the truth of me, I know that it is the eternal truth of each and every person within the sound of my voice. I know it is true not only as an individual, but as a community. So it is from that place of knowingness, from that place, that I lie down upon the altar of truth, of love. And I speak this word for this community, knowing that this community is in absolute divine order as the very life that God is. And that it is through that order that everything is falling into place and has been falling into place all along for almost 40 years. I know this order to be divine, for there's nothing but the divine. So regardless of appearances, regardless of conditions or experiences, there is a higher calling for this community, as there is a higher calling for each and every person who participates in this conscious evolution and revelation this morning. I know that there is also the same order that brought us the moon and the stars and the planets and the light and the dark and all of it. That same order is at work, and it is power that is at work in this moment. The power of the universe is at hand and is in its fullness as each and every soul on this planet. I know that this community stands and rises up to that greater calling, which is called forth the good in all of its aspects, in prosperity and abundance, in love and joy, in wholeness. And so I know that for this community, that all of its accounts now and continually are filled with an all-sufficiency of visible funds to meet all of its needs and wants and desires and commitments, with a divine surplus to share and to spare. And this is true for each community member. I know that there is nothing that can be delayed or denied through God. And so everything is happening and unfolding in this moment right now. The wholeness that we seek is seeking us. And so I declare and know that the aliveness, the joy, the love, the expansion is happening and unfolding right now. Nothing can stand in its way. What a beautiful, beautiful day. What a beautiful truth to embody. And I give great thanks for this time that we have spent together. And I give great thanks to speak this word and this truth as I release it into that perfect universal law, knowing that it is so. I stand in the power of the law that always says yes. It always says yes. The place of grace. Shalom, hamdalela ashe, namaste. And so it is. Amen.